As you can see, we're up here. Hopefully we're still on cute dessert. Toilets there. Nice bit of scenery walking through here. This will be like part 2, I think, I believe. So some flutterbys there for you. I won't go too far in case it's going away from the water, because as we know, Anthony-BOURDAIN can't hang on unless the soil is somewhat dampish to wet. Not like a cape, as I said before. Donnie proved a number of times that you could just have a lump of dried out peat and sand sort of thing, the usual stuff, sitting there over summer, even on a rock, and yeah. Come the following season, you get sprouts coming out of it again, Oh yeah. Hold the camera high. I don't think I'm going to get much joy out of this, so I might just go back and do the first part of that sign, which was quite interesting. Walking down to a soil just covered with azolla. It was slightly more impressive visually than the previous clip, just slightly, I suppose. As I said, I was expecting to see some sort of pig on the ground. Oh, well, there you go. I don't know if Joel's actually seen this, but yeah, they finished back visitors. I know you like them. So, yeah, I should have filmed the drive-in, but then again, maybe that's for next time if we do find some banana down here. It's supposed to be here, listed here anyway. So, unless it's actually a slight... Oh, there you go, fellas. Well done. Our first park bench. Let's go spot colour and go in for a zoom with this one. You're going to love this. Engineering prowess here. Got their engineering licence out of the cornflakes packet, bought it in a shop, There you go, that's the first one. What the heck is that doing out there? Yeah, they could have done with one of those out the gate. So there you go, fellas. You got some work to do this coming season, I reckon. Yeah, Kangi's up there. You need more signage, more board signage, Yeah. Yeah. Because I think after the shit goes down in America, I think you'll be very happy to be out here doing work and something like that, rather than being on a cargo plane being sent into some of these zones, conscripted and sent overseas, or something like that. You'd rather be out here doing a decent job like this. Yeah. As I said, I've never heard my grandfather's voice, so if they can't pull the lever on some of these mofos, send for me. Yeah. As I said, wisdom of Solomon, you asked them this one question: have you ever done a good deed for anyone else before in your life? And just pray that it's been fairly recently, and the person's still alive. Yeah. Well, summon this person. Hopefully not too decrepit to get there fast enough to save your life. And yeah, what was this? What was this good deed? Is it worth enough? I'd offer over the lever to the other person. Say, well, do you want to pull the lever? Or should we pull it together? I don't know. How decent was this good deed? How vast, magnanimous was it? Yeah. Oh, yes, the news of the day. Apparently, a little shifty Adam Schiff was actually arrested at LAX by about 15 LAPD police officers, being eyewitness testimony of that. Sounded a bit far-fetched, and then until the 8 coon bakers found the actual arrest listing on some site. And a number of people have actually shown that with their Palm Pilots and everything. And guess what? There was at least 2 Adam Schiff's on there. So everyone's saying, oh, no, wrong age. If you go down to the bottom of the page, there's the 60-year-old Adam Bennett Schiff. So this is, again, another case of plausible deniability, arresting two people with the same first and last name, but forgetting that the middle name does count. So, yeah, see if I can walk over this one. No, he's going to jump off, isn't he? Yeah. Going back to mummy, yes. Okay. So I don't know what was over there. Some foundations or something over there. So let's just walk over there, listening carefully out for any snakeroonies. But that's interesting. So if anyone says nothing's happening, well, that's one thing anyway. That's was it Margie something other Feld, F-J-E-L-D, Maggie Feld. She's got a hyphenated name. So she's one to watch. God, I think she's suffering from cancer as well or something. And you should hear the joy in her voice. It's just fantastic of all the things happening, going on. Of course, now we've had this Tennessee, National Tennessee explosion. Apparently there's more to it than meets the eye. Apparently AT&T was housing phone records going back to, I think they said 1987. So you got telephone conversations going back to 1987, whether they were trying to wipe those clean or something. Just shows you how desperate they must be, or they know what's going down or about to happen. So yeah. Apparently now some people have found footage that the explosion wasn't actually from the RV. It was actually to one side. So yeah. So I don't know. I suppose we're going to find out pretty soon. But then Rudy Giuliani has made some statement that we're going to find out, and it's going to be pretty bad, and we're going to find out pretty soon, all in one go. So I think they've got to do something to shift the gears, because this thing, as I said, we're the most sports mad nation on the planet, right? We abhor cheating, What about those Chinese swimmers and all that cheating they did, What about people who missed out on a gold medal because of cheating, 20 years later, thank you very much for this gold medal, but it would have been nice to actually be standing up on that dais in front of the crowd at the time, when I truly earned it, sort of thing. Yeah, so, what do they say, fraud, is it eviscerates or not? Eviscerates everything. Yeah, it's just like that, It's like if you go down the store or something, you get cheated down the store, Yeah, you have a new one, sort of thing. Maybe they do need to have a new election or something. No, I think what's going to happen, they're just going to put some of these mofos up against, it's going to be, up against the wall, motherfucker! As Dave from Net Forth Truth has been saying recently, I think I like his way of thinking. I think it's going to have to be something like that. These people have been going on doing all these silly tactics for years, all this projection and everything else that's been going on. Makes me wonder where some of the stuff was here as well. I mean, well, we did lose our Prime Minister here, Kevin Rudd, to a soft coup. Maybe it was a soft coup pre-run or something. Some bloke on a mobile phone in New South Wales, and then we had young Brereton, still wet behind the ears, goes rushing off, And before you know it, we lost our Prime Minister. Then we had bloody Anne Toomey, who I have absolutely no respect for, comes out 2 years later, said, he didn't have to go if he didn't want to. Well, about 2 years too late. Yeah, what were you? They'd offer you some new job up the next food run or something, and you didn't want to spoil it, or they probably played you, actually. Now, that was a time when you were supposed to stand up without fear or favour and say something, but you missed your moment in history. Got no respect for you because of that. There you go. Yeah. God, I hope it's that way. It's not that you were actually, in the pocket of the deep state. Yeah, might have to put Anne Toomey up against the wall. Yeah. So what, we're going to reinstall, Kevin Rudd as our Prime Minister now? Might help with our dealings with China. As I said, I've already done the calculations, 61,000 megaton, 100 kilometre diameter. Old, I say that because YouTube's listening, of course, and probably one massive Barnes Wallis style earthquake bomb for the Three Gorges Dam. That saves you 1/3 of the country, you see, doing that. You have pestilence and famine. That will wipe out 1/3 of the country, and unfortunately with the other 60 you're going to have to do it concomitant, so there's no chance of retaliation. Full thickness atmospheric burn, all 60 going off at once, and that will, so if there's any missiles that are coming out or something, or triggered, they have to go through the explosion, of course, and they'll just be melted and destroyed. So they'll be, and then anything else that does get through that, you're probably going to have to shoot out the sky with these new massive orbital lasers they probably got secretly up there in the sky, which was probably what happened with the fires in California that seemed to magically stop at the border, so they didn't zap their own Chinese troop training in Canada. I don't know, but maybe that was what the solar winds hack was all about. They wanted a test run whether they actually fire those things from space themselves, get into the programming. Well, wasn't Julian Assange part of the team that sort of moved a satellite, all those years ago? Wasn't that his first claim to fame or something? They moved a satellite or something. They got into the program or something. I think that was him, wasn't it? In his little underground group. I think it's in the film Underground, isn't it? Didn't they move a satellite out of its stationary orbit or something? Not much, but enough to do the old Mercury rising sort of thing. Oh my God, we set this thing out there as a sentinel sort of program to pick up anybody. Nah, no one's going to be able to do it. Oh shit, someone's moved our satellite. Fuck. Yeah, I know. Just waxing lyrical, fellas, but it is that sort of time of year. But as everyone's saying, well, if Shifty Schiff hasn't been arrested, how come? Why don't you get him on your TV program on CNN or MSNBC? Get him on there tomorrow or something. You can't. Why is that? Yeah, so the documentation is probably true then. The disappearance of Adam Schiff. What would they say? We're gonna get rid of 2, and we're gonna put the fear of God into 3 others or something. So I don't know where old Adam Schiff fits in there. Whether he's one of these 2 they're going to take out, or he's one of the 3 that is going to have the fear of God put into him. Apparently, the witness for this arrest was the late Anthony-BOURDAIN. So maybe he deposited a bit of evidence or something. Apparently he watched him, in quotes, diddle what did Maggie say? A 10 to 11 year old black kid that had been dosed up on meth or something, and he buggered him for about an hour or something or other before he realised he was dead or something. I don't know, but she's got the details. You want to go to her site and listen to it. So yeah, it was quite interesting. So apparently it was at a hotel just down from the Standard Hotel. So there you go, a bit of misinformation necessary, but that was quite interesting. So I think he's finally got his comeuppance. So obviously he likes a little black apparently. So there are other photographs of him out there doing, sort of associating him with small young boys. So you never